Oh well, that is the fun part of building. Unbuilding. Well, okay, not really. Just love the view from out here. We gotta go explore that someday. I don't know about you guys, but it somewhat calls to me. It says, come over here. Find out what I have. Soon. Soon. So yes, if you couldn't tell, we are going to be making our tree farm right here. I first tried this out on that new world I started. I don't know if you remember back in Chapter 2, I mentioned that I started a new world because I was still waiting to get votes before I actually started recording for Chapter 2. Yeah, that world. I went and built a house similar to this. Wood and glass everywhere. And I couldn't find anywhere good to put a tree farm because I didn't really want one outside. I wanted something a bit more manageable, something that I could always get to that I knew would be safe for me to go after. You know, because sometimes you need wood in the middle of the night and you don't have to run outside and risk creeper fun. So this way, it's here, it's well lit, and it's completely under control. And you don't have to go and build a big greenhouse around it. And you don't have to worry about any height restrictions because you're just straight up to the sky. I don't think we're quite high enough yet to worry about the build limit, because I don't know if you guys knew about this, but in the latest version, Notch added this. If you can see on the left side of the screen, the Y coordinate, that is my height. So I'm currently at 116 of the 128 build limit, so we've got plenty of space for the trees. So yeah, that's actually pretty handy if you guys ever want to go and go looking for diamonds, because I believe they start spawning somewhere around, I don't know, 5 to 16 or something, or no, 11 to 16? I don't actually remember. But yeah, I do know that Bedrock starts at, I think, 1 through 4, 1 through 5, so anyway, we'll just go ahead and put one tree every other space, because it doesn't matter how much space is between them. The only thing that matters is the trunk for a tree, so the leaves will actually grow into one another. Have I mentioned how I like building creating buildings with an odd number length sides? That's what makes them line up so perfectly like that. So let's make sure I didn't miss a spot. Okay. And here comes nightfall, which is actually good, because it lets me transition to what I was going to talk about next. To help promote growth in the night, stick a torch next to him. The only light requirement on a tree is that it gets enough light that you would either get from the sun or the same amount of light a torch gives off. This is much faster. If I don't... Did I plant that? No. Okay. I heard the torch sound. Weird. Okay. Depending on the size of the trees you get to grow, this can look kind of funny or it can look really cool. The one I did in my other world had a couple big trees, you know, epic trees, the really tall ones with all sorts of branches, and it sort of looked funky on one side, but the rest of it was a really nice line of trees around the outside. So this will also be a great little thing to be able to see where our house is from way far off. So there we go. There is our rooftop tree farm. I believe I'm ready to go ahead and get started on, not quite decorating, but at least segmenting off some of these areas. Because, like I said before, this is kind of a bit too much space just to leave open. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. There's probably going to be a number of cuts because I really don't know what I want to do yet. Okay, I think this is kind of what I'm going to do. Just kind of subdivide the area. This is going to be a storage room, maybe with a couple crafting tables, but mostly just storage. I'm probably going to do a couple more of these. It's only just going to be the one level because it helps at least divide the space up, but it still gives me a view all the way around, which is kind of what I like. So at least this keeps it from looking like it's too much open space. So I think I'm going to make a couple more of these, see how that looks, and show you guys what it looks like. The heck? Where did he come from? What? That's one sneaky creeper. He had to have come in through the door I just opened in the back. That's just frustrating. In my house. Safe and sound. Broad daylight. Not good enough for the creeper, apparently. So you guys should remember this view. Guess I'm gonna show you guys what things look like a little earlier than I planned. I've only really gotten started on the first area. There we go. We got our first tree. Nice. And it looks like a big one, too. It's stretching out to this side. That's funny. At least it's daylight this time. I almost wonder if I should start a death counter. And just have a little pop-up in the bottom corner. Boop! You have died. Again. And then just a number. Yes, I finally stuck a little torch in here. Didn't want to see another creeper trying to get me through that hole. So yes, there were trees here. But I kind of like having my trees up here. Oh yeah, definitely an epic tree. And leaving this all open so I can see when something's trying to kill me. Man, that was annoying. Oh, that little piece of... all that glass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is... And he blew open a chest, so I don't even have enough room to carry everything yet. Awesome! Alright, just start dumping stuff off. Alright, I will see you guys once I get everything straightened up and I finish off a couple more of these areas. Okay, I believe this is about as far as I'm ready to take things. I'll expand as necessary, but this is the general layout of the first floor. Part of expanding, I think, will include going up. You might notice it's a little darker in here, but it's still broad daylight. The reason, however, our tree farm is really starting to sprout. I have not been up to check on it yet. But first I figured I would show you guys a little bit of what I got going here. This is the area near the front door. We've got all our good stuff. The torch here is to remind me this is the jack-o'-lantern and this is just a pumpkin. We got all our good stuff, like I said. We've got food. I put eggs here because maybe there'll be food one day. I don't know. This is wood and all wood products, so I put that on the floor. So I see we've got all our wood blocks, got our stairs, can put sticks in here and anything else. This is our tool chest. It'll hold weapons and, well, it'll mostly just hold swords and tools, because I think I'll just keep bows and arrows right here. And the whole time I was doing this, we've had a whole bunch of people just watching. They love to stare. I think there's at least 3 of them out there. This eventually will all be cobble, but this is all we've got so far. I haven't been doing a whole lot of digging. Probably going to put furnaces. I'm probably going to put a workbench here and another furnace there. Something like that. Because there's always a lot of smelting of cobblestone into smooth stone. This, I was going to do the in the floor trick, but this is part of the extension, so the gravel just fell straight through. So for over here, until I can do something about underneath, this is gravel, this is sand and glass, this is dirt, and these, well, this is miscellaneous blocks, building blocks. So we got our wool and our brick, and this one is empty. See, I finally put a door back here. Turns out I had an extra one all along. I'm pretty sure this is how the creeper got in and snuck up on me when I was over here working on organizing the chest. So yeah, we've got lots of room to expand for storage and anything else, any decorations. Not too huge into doing the decorations and building furniture, but if you guys have any suggestions of what you'd like to see, go ahead and let me know, and I'll see what I can do about building those. Let's go check the trees. So yeah, for now, this is open. If you guys have any thoughts on what you'd like to see done with this, I've got one idea, but it'll probably only need this one little corner here. But if you guys have any other ideas of what to do here, go ahead and let me know in the comments section. Alright, now, I went ahead and put this chest up here, just so I had somewhere to keep all the wood that we collect up here, and somewhere to keep an axe and the saplings. So yeah, this is starting to work out really nicely. Some of these will probably take a few in-game days, possibly up to a few in-game weeks to sprout, but we'll eventually have a nice cover all the way around. So when we need wood, we just come straight up to the roof. Okay, and if I can remember where the staircase is. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut until daytime, because there is one other thing I want to go ahead and do with this place right over, well, right down there. So I will see you guys in the morning. Stupid creeper. Go away. Go! Shoo! Alright guys, I will see you in the morning.